When she go low, when she go low, she go solo, she go solo. Oh. Dirty dancing, dirty dancing. The song is She Got Me, the country is Switzerland, and the artist is who? Luca Hänni. Hänni. He's just had his first rehearsal, and I think we should talk about it. Are you ready? Let's do this! Go real low into your family's history with my heritage. Oh, Luca Hänni, let me tell you, this performance was so sweet, okay? The choreography is on point. He has to sing, so he's brought in 4 dancers, one of whom danced for Lady Gaga in the 2017 Super Bowl. The moves are tight, the moves are fierce, and at the center is Luca Hänni. He still busts a move, don't get us wrong. He's dancing, he's popping, he's locking, but he's also singing, because ultimately he has to focus on the voice, and the vocal was strong. By the final run-through, the first run-through was a little shaky vocally, I'm not gonna lie, but by the last one, he was on point. He brought his A game. Visually, this is very Swiss. It is red. It is a sea of red, and at times there are frames, so everything is blacked out, and you see Luca kind of in a box. It reminds me of Lorene's Melody Festival in 2015 interval performance, where they would zoom, where they would zoom in on her at different times. A totally different color aesthetic. However, that crop, that close crop is there, making it feel more intimate. Long story short, I think Switzerland is still in this. There were big question marks over staging, but they've brought something contemporary and fresh. And the issues that I see are about the kind of camera angles and the crops. I think the dancers know their moves. I think Luca is comfortable, but sometimes it's just not tight enough. It feels a bit sloppy, the camera work, but that will no doubt be tweaked. We're not going to start with Despa Fuego. We're going to start with Chris.
Okay, so, the first run-through was a little bit hit and miss at points, but then he just kept on growing and growing and growing, and you could see where the practice is paying off for this. They have been working on this non-stop, I'm sure, and Luca was hitting those marks. I think it feels very much, I was getting a lot of tempo vibes as well, and and sometimes it feels a little bit like a music video, which was Benjamin Ingrosso's kind of issue last year, but they cut it. They have very good camera shots where you can see, oh no, they are in the arena, they're on the stage. It's very well done. You know, I'm still not a huge fan of the song. I respect it and I respect Luca, and I don't know whether it's a winner, but this was a very good performance, and I can totally see this going top 5 at the least, maybe even top 3. Switzerland should be very proud of themselves. You know, the delegation have tried and tried and tried, and they put a lot of work in, and usually the staging is what lifts some of their entries. You know, we've seen it before. Time Bell, that was, but
time was up on Time Bell. Okay,
lifting all of them to 11th place.
Semi-finals.
Wow.
But like Sabalta was really good. I mean, no, we've seen it before, and they have got it right this time, I think. So yeah, well done Switzerland. They're in the game, and yeah, I can't wait to see what the second rehearsal brings, because I think it'll be even more on point.
So I will say he looks fantastic. He's in this kind of like militaristic sleeveless gown. It's very lace and leather. He's got lace-up boots. It's very militaristic. Then he's joined by his cool avant-garde futuristic dancers. I will say for me, some of the choreography was a bit questionable, not to my taste. There are bits where he's very cool, and then bits that are a bit goofy. There's this kind of duck waddling move that is not very flattering to him, but the moments where he hits like the coolness mark and it tells at him, he looks fantastic. He's the commanding man. A lot of people are going to draw comparisons to Fuego. They already have with the song, with the performance, because it is a man on his own. He struts out to start, then he's dancing, but this is different, because rather than it being like a whole kind of troupe of dancers with him, there's bits where he's on his own with a dancer. The dancers got him. Vocally, this improved every time. The camera work also got a lot slicker as they went on. I just think some of the camera angles really aren't doing him any justice and flashing him, because this is actually probably the most polished product Switzerland have sent in this decade, if not since, Celine Dion. You know, this is really strong stuff in the Swiss. There's just some camera work that needs to work out, and for me, some of the choreography stuff is not quite Mr. Cool enough for me. But, you know, a really promising product. Among the best rehearsals we've seen so far on day 3, and they have a second rehearsal to perfect and polish even further.
And we should just say, the comparisons to Lenny, this almost feels digital or computer-like. The background is solid red with kind of white static you might see in a TV. It feels digital, very digital, whereas Lenny's felt she was just dancing, you know, in some lights.
I would say Eleni, it was like hot, you know,
Yeah.
it was hot. This is a bit, it's cooler. It comes
Yeah.
across a little try hard at points, I think, with some of the choreography, but it has a very different feel in the staging.
Now, introducing Mr. Debonatory at wiwibloggs.com. In our previous foursome, when we reviewed this before the staging, he was on Fuego, trying to burn this down. I'm really curious what he thought today.
You know, I actually thought for a moment that why am I even in this video? Because it's a three-way conversation and I'm just this eye dent in the corner. Like, really, I could be doing social media sort of out there. But you know what? Whatever you like about your Eurovision entries, this is 2.0. If you like Eleni Fuera's Fuego, it's 2.0. Same entrance. He comes, struts, the dancers come through.
And I don't think she had a penis.
Listen, it was the same sequence. There's nothing about this that is innovative, interesting, clever. What I will give you is that this will advance. I think Switzerland should be at least, I mean, it's a low bar, so they are going to...
It's a low bar.
Switzerland.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I thought you were in the
they'll
second
go through.
semi-final.
No. Switzerland will advance, more than likely. There's a lot of love for this. But, yeah, there is a lot of love for it. There's just...
You have a lot of love for
Do you
it.
know what? Seeing it for the first time, it felt like I'd seen it before. I could almost predict the next movement. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's kind of what's expected. But I wish it'd kind of gone in a different direction. Luca Hänni, though, he looks good. Let me just say that one.
Stay in frame for
The
me.
guy looks good. Like, literally every corner of the camera he just looks so good. So good. Obviously, this is a heterosexual package with the whole girl thing and stuff like that. But you know what? The boys at home won't be disappointed.
No.
They'll find something they like in there.
Debon, when you say this is 2.0 everything, I'm just kind of surprised, actually, because when was the last time we had a very Latin-tinged, male-led performance with 4 dancers in front of a solid red digital background?
You know what? You may dream of life in very literal planes. I look at things a lot more metaphorically. You know, so for me, this is 2.0. This is desperate.
What's the metaphor? Tell me.
The sound is literally everything that I've heard. Literally. And the opening sequence of
Name
that,
one thing besides Despofuego.
well, that's 2 songs, which, you know.
No, but that doesn't exist. Despofuego doesn't exist. You're attacking a genre of Latin-tinged dance music.
You're attacking me.
I'm not
finding
attacking you.
this
What
even
I'm
personal.
saying, what I'm
finding
saying is
this
every
really
single
personal.
song is born in a genre, and you can't attack a genre and say, "Oh, I've heard it before."
Okay, why don't we just wipe that and then just go for this review? It was fantastic. I loved it so much. My God, the camera crops, the planes, the everything.
I'm
the
just trying to
dancers, the 4
understand.
dancers. It was really, really good. Really, really good. Really, really good.
Well, that's
The thing,
why.
actually, you know the thing. The thing is, when you're middling on a song, you expect staging or other elements to elevate it, and this hasn't done that for me. And apart from the very final run through, vocally there were so many issues. Like, literally. Yeah. Okay, do you know what, Chris? Because your camera thing is different from the Chris off camera. I'm not even going to shade you because what you
What
said
does that
to-
even mean?
Oh, do you know what he said to me?
I said that the first run through, I didn't like it.
And he said that in the video just now.
And I did think that he'd sounded off in the first run through, but then I thought he did get better. It wasn't perfect. He's not Nevena Bozovic. He's not another good.
I wouldn't want to
also-
hear Nevena sing in Despofuego.
And also, rehearsals are meant for that. Actually, you don't have to be bang on during rehearsals. You're meant to have a progression.
Kate Miller-Heidke didn't even really try hitting the note at one point yesterday because she doesn't need to.
No,
so I guess
no,
it's,
sir, boo.
No.
Oh yeah.
In any case, that's what we
Let's go
think.
around.
That's what we think. What
do you think?
Are you excited to see Luca Hänni staging? Does he have you? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Oh, make sure to follow us on the live stream.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Multiple social media platforms. Luca Hänni's Instagram. If you're not following him, you're dead to me.
She got me, and we have a My Heritage DNA kit at our table. We're gonna go swab our cheeks, honey. Order yours today using the coupon code ESCWeWe for free shipping. We'll see you later. Bye!